My name is Andy Clark and I work for Clark Morgan Corporate Training in China. I want to share something today which is the most powerful lesson that I've ever learned. This lesson I call visioning, and it is the concept of putting a picture inside your mind and then following through with action. It's a very, very simple concept. And where I learned this was in my Master Practitioner training in Neuro-Linguistic Programming, or NLP, in America. As part of our training, we had a challenge. This challenge was to break a piece of wood. The wood was 1 foot by 1 foot square, and it was pretty thick. What we did is we had to draw symbols on this piece of wood for everything that we wanted in our lives, our goals, our dreams. And on the other side of the wood, we had to draw symbols for all the things that were holding us back, all those limiting beliefs, all the negative comments that we've had as kids telling us that we can't do the things that we want to do. Now, what we had to do was then get into the right position, so we had to learn the right stance, where we would hold up our hands such as this, and we would move our arms backwards and forwards, just as though there was a cable running up and down our arms. Now, we also had to have 1 foot in front of the other, and to be able to move with our hips to give us extra strength. We also had to believe. We had to believe that we will break the board, not that we're going to try to break the board. Not that we're going to attempt to break the board, but that we will break the board. Now, the third and most important point was that we had to see the board already broken in our minds. Now, this was a challenge for me because one of my friends, he told me that what I need to do is I need to imagine this in my mind. And I said, well, how do I imagine it? How do I see it in my mind? So what he did is he took a piece of wood and he smashed it. He broke it in half. He'd been doing this many times. Wow, it's great. And what he did, he said, Andy, hold out your hands, hold out your right hand forward. And what he did is he put on either side of my hand, he put a piece of broken wood. And he said, Andy, take a look at that. Blink, see it in your mind, that piece of wood already broken. That is what you're going to see in your mind the split second that you have broken this piece of wood. So, as you see that in your mind, blink your eyes and take a photograph of that in your mind. Now he said, close your eyes. So I closed my eyes and said, can you still see it? I said, yes, I can still see it. He said, now open your eyes. Can you still see it? I said, yes, I can still see that. So I saw that clearly in my mind, that picture that I'd taken. He said, okay, great. Well, that's what you're going to focus on as you break this piece of wood. So then he lifted up my piece of wood. He showed me all the negative things, or the negative side of this piece of wood. And he said, Andy, okay, now take a deep breath, lift up your hands, and see it, see it, see it, see it, and bang! And I broke the piece of wood. And that, for me, allowed me to understand the concept of visioning, to put an image in your mind and then follow through with action. Now, this principle is an extremely powerful principle that you can use throughout all of your business life. So, for example, the next time that you write an email to somebody, what you want to do is you want to see in your mind the person who you're sending the email to, and imagine them responding exactly as you would like them to respond, whether it's the action that you would like them to take, or whether it is the emotional response. Maybe you want them to feel good, you want them to feel motivated. So you see that in your mind and then follow through with action. Exactly the same when you want to make a presentation. What you need to do is you need to see your audience in your mind doing it what it is that you would like them to do. If you're making a sales presentation, you may want to see them signing that contract, smiling, going, wow, this is going to be great. So, this is the principle called visioning. My name's Andy Clark from Clark Morgan. Thank you very much.